Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though,
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. On 1st and 10, Wells. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Wells. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking to throw. Wells over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
First time I saw Cam Chancellor was in college at Virginia Tech, and I loved his athletic ability. I loved the way he took care of the middle of the field, but I wondered how that would translate to the NFL. Well, he found the perfect home in Seattle, where they allow him to roam the middle of the field and sometimes act almost as a second middle linebacker to take care of things that come across his way.
Looking to throw on second down. Wells. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on third down. Wells. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that. But your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On second down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's brought down. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here, Tevin Coleman, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Single. Gun! Green, 39. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
To throw on second down. Wells throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Blue landing.
Operating from the gun. Wells. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Wilson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And this is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd and 2, Wells looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 3rd down, it's Franklin. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you down to our EA Sports. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wildcard game as we get you back to quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wells to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tim Williams able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 4th down, Wells. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik McDowell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 31 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Wells finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down, Wells. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Green 39. Leopard.
From the gun, Wells. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
play clock winding down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Operating from the gun. Wells. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back now at Lambeau. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
On first and 10, Wells. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw on second down, Wells is going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Coleman now. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Wells. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. And to give this time to the tailback. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Wells, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Detroit! Back to Philly, here we go! Over!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go! Gun! No, check! Patriot!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.